And so it begins again. Well, we're going to talk about the pond. I am going to do some reconstruction on the pond, and that's okay. I got a pretty expensive liner coming. I believe I have come up with a way to raise up the edges. I've got my, where's my level? There's my level down there with a little tripod. So I got to move all of them rocks. I got to throw some peanuts out there. No, it might be some. So I got to move all them rocks. I got to move Francis Ford Cupola and I got to clean everything out. So it's a little dippy, little low on this corner. I've got an idea sitting on the trailer down there on how to not only level it but raise it up some and give it the two-level effect, you know, like in Monty Python. What's that? Knights Who Say Ni. Oh, a little two-level effect. The reason being is because I'm going to attempt to make it so you will not see the liner, at least not as much. So I've been studying and looking and trying to learn about it, and I feel like I can come off with the upper edge that exists currently and make a kind of an inset and put rocks there and then put rocks on top of that. They will at least be more level. I've got them kind of tilted in now, trying to hide the liner. So I believe I can come up with a way. If I can get it level, I can get it sealed, I can get that little fountain over there going with my little terracotta pots and everything. Just keep it completely full. I will be far better off, and it'll look a lot better, and it won't leak. I cut the grass last night or late evening, and it's just a soppy mess over there. So something's going to have to be done. So I'm going to start deconstructing all of this tonight. I think I have plenty of enough materials to do what I need to do. I've got my forms ready to make the fountain thing. Y'all viewed that a lot. I appreciate y'all watching me cut the terracotta pots and what my plan is on that, so I can do a little snaky feed into the pond and get my little timer going and just pump several gallons into it 3, 4, 5 times a day. I also have a pump filter coming. I thought those would be a lot more expensive than they are. They don't look to be too bad. And I'm not going to do the bog filter that they talk about. I'm just going to use a little filter and try to do something about hiding it. But I got a pump and a filter can and all of that stuff coming. So tonight I'm going to start, and I believe what I'm going to do is, I think that liner's been in there more than a year, and I've put enough bentonite in it, and you can tell I have because it's mucky looking. There's a bunch of fish in there. There's tons and tons of fish in there, and I'm going to lower the level. I'm going to move the fish to this side because there's a ridge right in the middle, and you can see where it's bubbled up behind the cupola thing. And we'll turn that on while we're talking. There you go. There he goes. And I let that run kind of a lot yesterday to get some air into the water. And so it's going to be a big redo, I guess is the best way to say it. And pull all the lights off. And I'm going to get the big new liner when it gets here. This is a big new liner. And spread it out over there. And try to get this thing completely sealed. So let's move everything around. There's a concrete base right there in the driveway, a couple of feet from the edge in the middle, that I used to level it the first time. But I don't think I need to do that. I might dig in around there and see if I can find it. But I have several tripods, and we'll try to get this thing as level as we can. Get the liner underwater, out of UV, and I think that's probably what's gotten me, because you can see in the middle of the back at the liner, there's a little white dot. That's my little that's my little judging point there to figure out when I need to put water in it. There's a little white dot painted on the black liner right in the middle, and that has that's what I use to make sure the fish can swim and swam all over the dam, all over the little peak right there. And so I'm just going to try my best to get this in to look better and to not look like I just dug a hole and stuck a liner in it. I'll try to make it look a little bit more natural. I will say that the water feature is important to the animals around here. The frogs, the dragonflies, the fish, the deer come up and drink out of it. I think it'll be easier for them to do that. The crows, they all come. The mourning doves, flocks of birds will come and drink. And so it is important. This is kind of a dry part of the county. There's a little wet Witherspoon out back, but it's not very much. So I'm going to try to make it a little bit more pretty, a little bit more user-friendly, and clean it up some. But I'm kind of dreading getting some of the stuff out of it because I have to go walk around inside the pond, which is kind of icky, but it's okay. All right, well, that's enough prelude to what's going on. I'll show a little bit of work tonight, and then this will be like the bathroom project. It'll be a mini part series. So it'll be like a NBC Sunday Night Mystery Theater. So do frog eggs have UV protection? Yes, they do. I'm going to close this out here. Oh no! Look what I'm doing to the lenses on the back of the TR4. Oh no! Okay. Let's stop all of that. Oh goodness. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut these little foam bits and build me a rocket ship. And we're going to maybe start on that tonight. Like most things I do, this is going to take a long time. So this is my plan. I've got like 4 inches to deal with there, so there's the foam. I've already got everything set up. Let's put those back in the seat over there. Hey, I drained it. And we're going to cut these pieces of foam. I'm not going to do too many of these. I had to cut these to get them to go into the car. So we're gonna double cut. We're gonna cut this side, and then we're gonna cut this side, and we're gonna flip over and cut that side. Might as well introduce a couple more billion pieces of plastic particles or micro particles. What do they call those things? They're right there. Whatever it is, I'm about to do it, which isn't good. I don't think that's going to be too hard to cut. It's not going to be like cutting tiger oak or stuff or anything like that. All right, ready? Sounds like I might need a capacitor here coming up. Let's hit that right there. Okay. I just want to do this by myself here. That doesn't cut it off. It burns it. I mean, that stinks. See the strings of that microplastics is the word I was looking for. So there's number 1. It's pretty square. I want 7 of those. That's all I want to do tonight. And then we've got to wait for the sun to go down some, moon to come up. Gonna shut down. All right, well, I guess you could watch a little bit of this. Ready? Take a deep breath. there. Oh, does that ever stink? Well, what'd you expect it would? Polymers and all that stuff. You got to see me do some of it. That's going to be nice. And it's going to give me that little step I need to put rock there so we can bring it up and not see the liner. Alright, 2 down, 5 to go. Okay, I learned something important. Other than empty your cuffs. I learned something important about cutting foam. Don't lollygag. Don't let the blade heat it up. I've never done this before. So I cut more than 7 because I was having so much fun. Look at that. Beautiful. And push through and all that stuff. So get the strain off of that. So I don't know how far that's going to get me. But look under there. I think I may get the respirator and the AccuVac and just sort of vacuum that up. Very, very terrible. Okay, we're going to go up now. We're going to shut all this down. Well, they say they find microplastics in your aorta. I think I'm a candidate for that. Alright, I gotta get back up, take my 7 o'clock call, and we'll knock a couple of blocks off here. Yeah, got my new powder coating done. Oh, I tell you, that's something I love is powder coating. Alright, let's get this closed up. Okay, we're going to grab some of them. I'm going to go this way. Alright, let's go up to the pond. Okay, well here we are at the end of the muck. See all the muck right there? So we're going to start to make that stop. There they are. And so we're going to move this. And there's the fishies. Don't think they're going to get fed tonight. I've tried everything I can to make this work. But tonight, I'm going to start and we're going to win. So, I'm going to pull this up. And we're going to get that great stuff. And we're going to glue right along this edge. But boy, it's too bright for me right now. Okay, hope the wind don't come up and blow them away. Empty your cuffs. Always remember that. And remember to always put your lizard in his lizard house. All right, we'll be back out here in a little bit. Ugh. Brutal. The brutal poodles. Well, I've been sitting in there and I've just been looking out at these pieces and I thought, well, maybe I'll come out here and do a couple. This is pretty bad right here. Hopefully it'll dry up some. Give me something to stand on. Nice, huh? It's like a bog. Ugh, it's worse than a bog. Let's put these back over here. I just kind of want to just make this turn. I've tried a couple different ways to get this to work. So I think it's time. Ooh, big spider. Ugh, yuck. Okay, well I kind of figured that would happen. Gotta spray around the pond with that stuff. Well, I got this on. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna have to go higher than that, huh? Alright, well let me I don't dig this Bosch thing. I just don't. It just never seems to work right. What a mess. I mean, it's really a mess. So we'll have to deal with it. There's water everywhere. Waters and spiders everywhere. Okay. It's all down behind there, so let's see, I can't, there's a level line right there. As you can tell, it ain't level, I don't think. I believe I'm gonna have to do this at night. I'm gonna go in there and see about, oh, there's where I painted some stuff on the bottom. See that green paint on that one stone right there? Let's put this up here. I've tried everything, you can tell. That says the good side. Yeah, see, that's not leveled at all. I mean, that's level. And so that's how much distance there is between this being level. It's about 8:20 in the morning, and I am just not thinking that this is a good thing to do in the daylight with this particular model. And sure is cool in here though. Well, now I kind of know what I'm heading for. So I guess we'll end it on this. I want to start at this corner, so I got to cut a little, relieve these edges a little bit. But the trick is going to be to put one of these down. To put these down with the great stuff, construction adhesive. And see, that's going to give me a ledge. So I'll put rocks there. And so when I bring the liner up, the new liner up and over, I can put rocks here. And when the water comes up, you'll have this little less than 2 inches right there that will hide the liner. So we're gonna just kind of pretend a little bit here. So that's what we're going for. But I want to try to get this as absolutely level as I can. And that ain't this. I'm gonna call it on this. You got the idea. We'll see what it looks like a little bit later, but for now, give us a thumbs up. A murky thumbs up. No, make it nice and clear. And let's go back in, make some coffee, and we've made a start on, you know, the pond is at least here. Let's look at the bright side. I gotta go in with my stocking feet or something, get all that out of there. I put these rocks over here, or these pavers, so birds could get in and get it a little easier. And that hasn't been the case. They haven't really done that. So, I don't know. We'll make it pretty. Me make pond pretty someday. Alright, bye-bye. Yahoo! They're getting the corn. I'll be able to see the road again. Well, we'll get a better pass at him next time around. I didn't know that was going on till just now, so we'll get a better look at him.